All right. Let me take a sip of Wilder Haters Tears. They taste so good. Let's talk about the fight. Deontay Wilder, the baddest man on the planet, proves it once again. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Much love to the Patreon community. Much love to the live stream community that comes Monday through Fridays and OG Boxing Talk on Sunday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We got another Patreon coming up soon today, so make sure you guys go check it out. All right, let's do it. You know y'all saw that. Y'all know what y'all saw, and you know what happened by now. Deontay Wilder blows up the head of Luis Ortiz in the 7th round, satisfying his prediction that he was going to knock out Luis Ortiz. So, as the tears were shed by the Deontay Wilder haters, I was taking notes on some of the things that they said. And it strikes me as really interesting because I could have sworn that Deontay Wilder predicted that he was going to knock out Luis Ortiz. And he said it before the fight was made. He said it during the training camps. He even said it a minute before he walked in the ring. He said, I'm going to knock out Luis Ortiz. What's your game plan? I don't know. I'm going to knock out Luis Ortiz. We saw some things I need to work on, but at the end of the day, I'm going to knock out Luis Ortiz. So I hear all the haters, or not everybody's a hater. A lot of them are, but some of them, let's assume some of them are reasonable people because some of them are reasonable people. Look, man, the guy never said that he was going to outbox Luis Ortiz. Never said he was going to do it. Luis Ortiz is a 6'4", big, strong, southpaw counterpuncher. He was not going to attempt to outbox Luis Ortiz. He was attempting to knock Luis Ortiz out. So, if any other fighter walked into a ring and said, I'm going to knock this man out, what's your game plan to knock him out? What do you predict for this fight? A knockout. And then you are watching the fight, and then all of a sudden, he hits the guy. The guy's eyes buck out like this. Lays out, rolls around on his back with his legs cocked to the side, all kind of crazy positions. I would swear that people said, dang, what a great fighter. He executed his game plan. He was never intending on trying to win every round, trying to throw more punches and land more punches than his opponent. He was trying to set the guy up for the shot that everybody and their mama knows he's going to throw and make it land. You would swear people would say, what an intelligent fighter. Because isn't that the best way and the most secure way to win a boxing match? To render your opponent unconscious? Right? Isn't that the number one option in boxing? But when you listen to people, you would swear that they think that the purpose of boxing is to land more punches than the other person lands. That's not the purpose of it. The ultimate goal is to render your opponent incapable of continuing within the rules. That's the goal. Because then there are no judges. See, so when people pull out and the scorecards, right? When they go reach into the garbage bin, the judge's garbage bin, and pull out the scorecards and tell you Deontay Wilder was behind, realize that they had to go into the garbage can to pull those out and show you them because they are exactly what everything else in that garbage bin is. Garbage. It does not matter what the scorecards are. You are having an irrelevant conversation. Deontay Wilder said from the beginning he was knocking out Luis Ortiz. That's what he said. That's what he did. Mission accomplished. And quite honestly, the smartest and most effective way you can possibly have of winning a boxing match. Don't take much punishment. Hand out a bunch. So, sit on that, folk. I don't want to hear any of this garbage about how he was losing the fight. Now, I could understand why, and I hate to say it this way, as mere mortals, that other fighters might wonder that. They might be, man, he lost that round. Shoot, you can't lose that round. Man, you let him jab too much. You let him score too much in that round. But Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, is looking at him and clearly looking at him. I'm going to hit him with this left, hit him with this left, hit him with this left hook to the body. I'm going to jab, just keep him in range with this left hand, keep his mind on this left hand, wobble him with this left hand because, by the way, he didn't wobble Luis Ortiz with a left hook, but he got Luis Ortiz's attention with a left hook. So keep walking your ass over there and keep walking to this left hand because it will daze you eventually. And the second Luis Ortiz lost focus, it was night, mission accomplished. Anybody else doing that in boxing? Anybody else? Who else in boxing is telling you that they're going to knock somebody out? How many times you ask what's going to happen in the fight? I don't know. However we're going to win, we're going to win. That's what's going to happen. If I got to outbox, I'm going to outbox him. If the knockout comes, cool, the knockout comes, right? So that's what you usually hear. With Deontay Wilder, that's not what you're hearing. You're hearing, I'm going to knock him out. And clearly this guy has a game plan so well set and the ability to execute on that game plan that he's accomplishing it. Dude, sip on your tears. Deontay Wilder is the number one heavyweight in the world and consequently the number one fighter in the world. Hands down, that's it. Because nobody else is doing what he's doing. Nobody else is currently fighting has done what he's done. This is 5 years a champion, man. 5 years. He won this belt in March of 2015. He will not fight again until 2020. That's all of 2015, 16, 17, 18, and 19. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is 5 years title reign. He ties one of the title reigns of Muhammad Ali. Now, Muhammad Ali had 2 title reigns that are roughly that long, but ties a title reign of Muhammad Ali during which both phases of Muhammad Ali's career, he was a Hall of Fame fighter. If nothing else happens in Deontay Wilder's career, Deontay Wilder's a Hall of Fame fighter. But yet somehow people can't find a way to say that he's the number one fighter in the world. You have Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz dropped Anthony Joshua 4 times, and Anthony Joshua quits up against the ropes. But yeah, that was the guy that was better than Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury has not won a fight against a top heavyweight in the same 5-year period of time that Deontay Wilder has held the belt. Deontay Wilder won that WBC belt before Tyson Fury fought Vladimir Klitschko, and he holds it all the way to they fight, if they actually fight. Now, Deontay Wilder is not going to go and try to win rounds with Tyson Fury. He's not going to go for jab contest and do all of that type of stuff. Deontay Wilder is going to look for Tyson Fury's chin, and eventually he's going to find it, because Deontay Wilder, his approach to boxing is extremely, extremely efficient. It is extremely, extremely successful, and it is time for people to stop bringing up all these other ad hoc criteria for success. The guy is undefeated. He has knocked out 42 people. 42. How do you get lucky 42 times? If a guy is planning on doing something and it happens 42 times in a row, it is not an accident. It is planned. You cannot flip a coin and have it land on heads 42 times in a row. You can't shoot free throws and hit 42 free throws in a row unless you know how to shoot free throws. But you're talking about a guy that has got into a boxing ring and put cats 42 people on their asses out of the 43 fights that he's had. And he's put people on their backside or knocked them out unconscious in every one of them. And you think it's luck? I guess you think if Stephen Curry goes and sits up at the free throw line and hits 43 out of 43 free throws, that he got lucky too. Because it's a hell of a lot easier to shoot a free throw than it is to knock out a grown man in a professional boxing match. Anyway, it is what it is. Give Deontay Wilder his credit. We'll talk about the Tyson Fury stuff later, because I believe it when I see it as far as Tyson Fury goes. And with that, I'm out. Peace.